Statement analyzer tool. So I believe everyone, at least the relationship team, has been trained on the tool over the period of last couple of months. But we would like to spend some time to take you through one, how we're going to access the system, because I think that is through a slightly different method from what we took you through earlier. And secondly, what are the key areas to focus on? What are the key insights?
So basically, iCaps is a bank statement analyzer which the customer reported turnover, and if there is any deviation, it flags it. And you can also see the share of trade credits across different banks. And then you can have a detailed view of the non-trade transaction. We have many categories in the non-trade transaction, like the kiting, circular transaction, rounded value transactions. So if you want to know more about this, you can refer the guidebooks in your kit. So we have definitions. So here you have to enter your username and password to log in. The login steps are in the guidebook as well. You can refer to that. And then you have to click on iCaps.
Once Pavitra shows us how to access and how to run the tool, after that the analysis, I think, is something that we'll ask each of you to do in your respective groups.
And then you'll have the iCap, you have to access the share drive to get the iCaps tool into your system. Share, and then secondary bank percentage share. And here in the risk parameters, you can see the utilization details, and then check bounces details and all. And the business opportunity, if there is any business opportunity with ICICI, it will be indicated here. Now you'll have this output in the share drive.
17 MB file. If all of you can just open that on one of the laptops or multiple laptops.
That's operation team is able to use it for various kind of LC processing. Now there we want to, I would need to go into more detailing to understand and appreciate whether it is Swift based only, or is it the Indian LCs also they are able to do. So if we are able to crack that, we will be able to develop a solution quickly. But as we speak today, it will only work for the online version. So that was explored. We will see how it works out. The good news for our segment is that very few customers will be like that, which will have millions of pages of account statements. So that's the good news. So start with the online thing, and then we'll see as we go about. We are working on that. That is something which is not something we have left it behind. But yes, as of today, we don't have it.
So,
I know, but the hit rate, when I asked them that, hit rate is about 30%. So, uska kya fayda hoga? Success rate is very low. I want what operations has done. 95% of their processing is done like that. So I told Fani Kumar that we will invest some time to put it into this front also. But I learned of that very recently, somewhere in January when I was with you on February beginning when she was presenting. She said they have cracked it.
We could not do anything with Citibank statements. We went to the client's place, we downloaded for ourselves, and then we analyzed. Still, it didn't work.
for it to be analyzed. And when we receive statements from different banks, they're all in different formats. Perfios does that for us in terms of standardization. Now, eventually, we probably have to move to that end state where we just have this tool and we don't have to use Perfios. The way it stands today, we probably have to continue with Perfios and then feeding it into iCaps. Yes, this tool has much more intelligence, but this will help you in terms of detailed analysis.
Letters. Otherwise, the comparison that you will make will not be like to like, and of course, you'll end up seeing a lot of deviation. So, in multiple iCaps workshops that we did earlier, we actually got feedback from the field only to say that we should have this caveat so that the number that they are inputting is like to like with what the tool is calculating. So I just wanted to clarify that one thing as well. And what we want to do is like a little exercise at the end of each tab. So Pavitra will now walk you through what the turnover validation tab output looks like. And at the end of it, we'll just do like a 2-3 minute quiz of what insights you were able to take from this tab, right? As you see the output right now for this case.
So the turnover validation section is mainly of three sections. So here in the calculator turnover, the first one is the iCaps calculator turnover, and then the second one below that, it's the turnover entered by us during while filling the interface. and if there is any deviation, it gets flagged here. So, and then the next section is the share of trade credits across the banks. So here we have only one bank statement, so it's 100%. And then the third section is the details of trade and non-trade transactions. So in the you'll have the total credits and then the split up of that across trade and non-trade. And in the non-trade we have many categories, which is self-transfer, circular, etc., etc. So you will see the split across those as well. So you will
buttons, and you can actually click on each of these to go into the deep dive of this. So let's say if you somehow feel that the amount of circular transaction, and if you see this last column, right, which is included in turnover, it by the way also allows you to go through each of these transactions individually if you like, if you find something is not right, and change this no to yes. And if you do that, it is going to get added back to your turnover calculation.
How we are calculating the turnover? Is it the total credits?
Yes, total trade credits. Yes.
Total credits.
So if you go,
Total trade.
But there are some transactions which are not actually the.
it's the trade credits.
it's just the trade
Trade
credit.
credits, non-trade credits are excluded. So if you want to include any transaction.
No.
Does it have artificial intelligence or whatever you are coding, that even if name is written half or there is some spelling mistake, because whenever there are entries made by branch people, they don't generally enter full name of the company or full name of the promoter, or there are some spelling mistakes. So are those entry captured?
Yes, no, there's a chance that the names, the actual name of the group company or the constructor, and which is appearing in the statement. So the statement does the way how the punch करते हो just
So we use fuzzy logic in the backend, so that it captures up to 13 characters. So it matches that and then classifies it.
And anyway, so this was the same question that he also asked, and what I also said is I think I don't think the voice is actually, but I think what you also, so as she said, right, anyway we are using fuzzy logic in which it can identify up to 13 characters. But irrespective, when you are inputting in your sheet, right, like names of related party transaction, if you know that there is a shorter acronym with which the company or the related party or the group company is being identified with, I mean, you would be aware, right, if you've been dealing with the borrower for quite some time, then you should try to at least be as comprehensive from your side, and then we'll pick up.
Concentration. Go to the previous time transaction behavior. I think if you see the utilization, I think at least of what I know of credit, utilization is one of the parameters where if there is a consistent high utilization in the previous month, then becomes it's a sort of a high risk trigger. So if it's coming out very high, figuring out from customer why it's high, it can be many reasons, right? Maybe customer is consolidating the working capital lines, right? Maybe customer has new contracts, so it can be anything. But understanding the outcome, both from the risk point of view and getting sort of understanding of it from customer point of view and providing that information in the overall credit appraisal is the objective of ICAPS. So I will sincerely urge not to just treat it as an MIS, but a tool to provide input for assessment. So for example, so these features that you see here are very selectively put here. I mean, if we had choice, there were like thousands of features, but whatever we saw, we prioritized actually that something which is relevant for you, something which we have seen in our discussions with you, in our experience, that these are kind of the 3, 4, 5 things that should be seen. I think one of the feedbacks that we got when we launched it for SME was, it's just too much. I'm getting to see too much metrics, and there is no sort of prioritization. So that's why the ICAP that you see here today is much more streamlined and prioritized. I mean, having said that, if you still have apprehensions, doubts, I will be happy to discuss.
When Perfios is working, what's so different and why do we need it, right? If the idea is to just have digital bank statements and have a basic assessment of it, you're right, it's not needed. Even Perfios does it, you have been doing it, it can work so far, and if that is the objective, the first part of what Shobit described, this will not help you do that. But I think with the longer term vision, if you think, and that's where the bank wants to get, and here's where the second and third parts come in. Just doing the basic analysis is table stakes. Perfios is not just providing it to you, it's providing to 10 other banks, it's providing to 20 other banks. It is hygiene in the market today. It is what you can do additional analytics on it to really help in the credit assessment and risk flags is what is ICICI Bank's IP, which you can own and which you can build on. Today, this is the first start of it. As in fact, I would invite all of you to be co-creators on this. If you have other aspects you would like to code on the bank statement, please come back to us, come back to the IT team. This is the AI engine which will sit on top of Perfios. It's very easy to scan, it's easy to do OCR, it's easy to convert a bank statement into an Excel and provide. What you do with it is what matters, and this is trying to add an extra set of parameters which are useful to you from a credit assessment, not just like an accounting perspective. That's one. Second, I think today Perfios, and just for ease of implementation, I think the route we have gone down is plug in the Perfios output and then process on top of it. As Shilpa already articulated, the end state could very well be even you take control of the input as well. So no Perfios end-to-end web-based tool and so on, and that's where, but that will take time for the IT team to develop. The reason that is important is if tomorrow Perfios is serving 10, 20 banks and switches off, like just says, it has a monopoly and says, unless you also take 3 more services from me, I am not providing you this, you will be fully dependent on it. So over time, owning the IP, owning the full bank statement tool is a very critical aspect. Otherwise, one day you could just be left without a service provider. And here we are taking Perfios' name, it could be any other vendor providing this service. So the overall tech vision of the bank is also where you don't need to build, you collaborate and you take inputs, own the IP, which only ICICI Bank has, and over time,
as we covered the key features and the tabs, why don't you spend some time, few minutes, 5-10 minutes, like browsing through it, and let us know what you feel of it, and any specific questions.
And I think just there also, so I think we covered the turnover, we covered risk, we haven't covered 2 tabs, but quickly on the business opportunities, this is just an illustration, and this is only one opportunity. With the